Today I have a friend of mine and a local lender here in San Diego. He goes by the name of Dylan Freeman. Welcome to the pod, man.
Thanks, man.
So we were talking, we have a big series going on. My Padres versus your Dodgers. I would tread lightly for the next couple days. Down here at least. I was in LA for game one. And I'm not really a light shredder, Dylan, in case you don't know that already. It got a little hot. So I was actually happy. Well, obviously I wasn't happy that we lost, but game two, we put it on you guys. And I think it would have been a lot hotter even then. It was hot game one when you guys won. So what's your prediction for the series?
It's not looking good for the boys in blue, I'll say that.
Okay.
But what I will say is some of the stuff going on with fans, inexcusable.
Yeah, I agree.
You know?
And there's a lot of jokes and a lot of memes. I will say this, Profar is antagonizing them. He's been known to do that. I think that's been going on. But then even just the rivalry between LA and San Diego is, I mean, it's reaching enormous heights that's never been before because I think the Padres are better. Which before it was kind of like the Dodgers were just, you guys were just always really better than us. But we are getting better. And so we'll see how it goes, man. I'm amped for the game tonight.
Yeah, you know, I used to say the Dodgers are living in the Padres' head rent free and the Dodgers don't know who they are. You know that?
Yeah. Yeah.
They've caught up. And I think the Dodgers have been sitting on their pedestal in the West for a little too long, and they're going to have to step it up. They're going to want to make it further than the divisional round in the next couple of years.
It's a good vibe for you, though, because you get access to San Diego, which is a way doper city than LA. But there's also a lot of cool people in LA and a lot of money and a lot of real estate. So you get the best of both worlds. All right, let's get into this thing, brother. So let's talk about your favorite real estate or business mantra, something that you sort of heard, liked, read, and you've held on to.
So it can be used for business or real estate, but lately the one that's been in my head is to skate where the puck is going. I grew up playing hockey, love Wayne Gretzky. It's a great quote. You've got to anticipate changes in the market, and you need to orient yourself in a way that you will meet where the market is going. That's what you're doing with the ADU thing, right?
Yep.
It was a thing, and now it's become programmatic, and you're taking advantage of that and seeing where this is headed.
Is that similar to how they say follow the money, like in the market when you are investing in the stock market?
I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah, or anticipate.
The big guys are going to do what the big guys are going to do. You just don't want to get caught in the wave where you want to kind of follow the trends as they go. Break that down for me how you see it more.
Yeah, so the expression comes from hockey, and it's basically you don't want to be where the puck is, you want to be where the puck is going. So if you're going to make a play and you're just following, you're not going to be where you need to be.
Like a quarterback leading a receiver or running a route, he's not throwing it where the receiver is, he's throwing it where the receiver is going.
Or a linebacker, instead of taking the direct line, they know where the running back is headed, and they cut him off because they see where the play is headed.
And how do you get access to that information? Is that just experience? Is that reading? Is that obviously relationships?
Yeah, a lot of conversations.
Yeah.
A good chunk of my day is spent having conversations with people that are in the market, that are doing things. A lot of reading. Trying to share a lot of that on my LinkedIn. You and I were just talking about.
We're going to post Dylan's, we're already getting into it. We're going to post Dylan's social media links in the description. Guys, make sure you follow him. He's very active on LinkedIn. Always puts out really, really good information about debt, about inventory, about investing in real estate in general. So
yeah. So I try to take things that I find interesting and add a little bit more on top of it from what I've seen, from what I experienced, from what I know, because there's a lot of people out there that when mortgage rates move up or down, they say, hey, mortgage rates move up or down, and that's pretty much it. But I try to add a little bit more value to what's going on and again, escape where the puck is going. Okay, 3 months ago, I was talking about the rate cuts aren't going to impact rates, and where rates gone since long-term rates have gone, since rates have been cut, they went up. And because they were already anticipating a certain pace of interest rate cuts, it doesn't seem like, based on this most recent job report, that is going to be the pace that continues forward.
yeah.
And so anticipating the next changes is really important because there's a lot of people that have been sitting on the sidelines waiting for rates to come down in order to transact. And I've been saying for the last few months, we're probably close to at least a local market bottom in terms of multifamily. That's a big chunk of what we do in our business. And so it's time that if the deal works, you should probably do the deal.
And the name of your company again, Dylan?
Fidelity Bancorp Funding.
Fidelity Bancorp Funding, guys. Are you guys local or national?
A little bit of both. So we're focused in Western markets, but we can lend in most states. We're located in Costa Mesa, although I'm here in San Diego.
And where do you focus? Where are your relationships at mostly?
I've been focusing on the multifamily space and actually haven't been as focused on the direct borrower side as much as I've been building broker relationships with mortgage brokers, because a mortgage broker can see 10,000 a week and a borrower might do one deal in a year. So for me to scale this business, and we'll talk a little bit about how I ended up over here probably later on, it made more sense to me to scale the business that way, at least initially.
Copy. All right, so focus round. Let's talk about what you do for fun, bro. You know I'm training for 70.3. You've done one. You were an athlete. So tell me what you do now with the Fam Bam and all that. What do you do for fun, man?
Yeah, I try to get my training in at least 5 days a week.
What does that look like?
Keeps the sanity. So it's taken many forms over the year. I was a collegiate wrestler. After that, I got into marathons, ultra marathons, did a couple 50Ks, a 50-mile ultra marathon, did an Ironman 70.3. Got a little burned out on that. Kept sort of lifting, staying fit. Then I got on a little bit of a powerlifting kick about a year or two ago.
Really?
I had a goal to hit.
How did that go for your back, dude?
Great.
Okay.
Great. Stay healthy. Yeah, the goal was to hit a 500-pound deadlift. We got up to 545 and then took the foot off the gas a little bit on that. Now I'm just kind of trying to keep the sanity, stay in shape. And to me, it's really important. I think long term, you know, I have a toddler at home and I want to be in shape. I want to be healthy for my family. I don't want to be a burden on anyone. And so for me, that means skate where the puck is going. If I want to be fit 30 years from now, I better not be fit 2 years from now.
100%. Right? I love it. Okay, so you like to exercise, you stay in shape, you guys travel, anything other besides lifting weights and making money?
So my wife and I, our favorite little weekend thing with our toddlers, we'll go to a little coffee shop, get some pastries, big pastry guy. So
love it.
If you got a wreck.
I love a good pastry.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, let's talk about opportunity. One opportunity in your life that has changed the trajectory of your career.
Yeah, so I started at a bank in a rotational credit analyst program, and I was doing a few different things and really didn't love it. I was more on the operations side, and I eventually ended up under a manager who became a very good friend and mentor of mine, who got me into a little bit more of the origination side and then more of the C&I, the commercial lending side, that really led me to where I am today. So the opportunity was to raise my hand and say, hey, I think I can do more than this. I think I'm capable of more than this now.
Have you always been sort of entrepreneurship? You know, how high can I push the ceiling? Are you like driven financially to do more, or do you think you like the balance? Because I know some guys that sell money, right? They like having a base, but they also like commission. A lot of them are sort of nervous to take the entire leap where it's going to be all production-based commission. So kind of, where do you fall on that on the spectrum?
So I'm production-based now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Completely.
Yeah.
Guys, you guys need to buy money from Dylan, because this is how he supports his family. It means he's going to work super hard to make sure he maintains your business, to build really good relationships with you brokers out there that are talking to clients and going after these clients. Make sure you guys reach out to him. We're going to leave all of his contact information in the description. All right, so you got an opportunity, you were in the bank, and then you sort of moved to more on the acquisition side, and then kind of that's how you transition into what you're doing now.
Yeah, so we were going to talk about struggles a little bit later, but we can jump into that now. I actually got laid off last year in the banking crisis.
Okay.
So I'd taken the leap going from a base and bonus type role into a base and commission role, where I was going to get to eat what I killed. That was very exciting for me. So I did that in February 22, and by October of 22, we weren't doing any more loans. So I had about an 8-month runway, got about 45.
Were they feeding you leads as well?
Not really.
Okay, so it was still, hey, you need to go out there and source business, build relationships, go to conferences, do the thing.
Yep.
But then when there was no more deal flow, right, and there was really no debt. Like there was debt got hammered last year.
Right.
They were like, you're a number, see you later. Yeah.
Made it through like 3 rounds of layoffs, and then eventually my card got pulled.
Yeah.
Yeah.